Tia! By Dash the Stampede. The grass is most assuredly greener. Princess Celestia, Regent of the Sun, awoke this morning as she had to any other, numb from sleep and full of warm fuzzies and relaxation from the rejuvenating rest. She slowly opened her eyes and took in the darkened, pre-dawn bedchamber, with its flickering lamps flashing their firelight over her lush green coat. She sat up and began to yawn. Mid-yawn, Celestia paused. "Wait, green coat?" she thought, looking down at herself. Sure enough, her once white coat was replaced by what appeared to be... No, it couldn't be, could it? "Why in Tartarus am I covered in grass?" Celestia asked aloud, disbelief showing on her face. Her entire midsection from her neck to the tops of her legs was coated in what looked like a patch of grass cut straight from the fields outside Canterlot, the blades no longer than 2 inches and uniform around. As Celestia walked, the grass covering moved and shifted as though attached to her. She reached down and grabbed at the blades, attempting to pull them out. She was rewarded with a sharp tugging, not unlike yanking some pony's mane. "Ow! What in the hay? It's almost like it's growing out of me!" Celestia smirked. There's no way that'd be possible, unless... "Luna!" The door to her bedroom opened violently as Princess Luna ran through. "What danger have you encountered, sister? Is it—" Luna began, but trailed off as she saw the state Celestia was in. She put a hoof to her mouth and smiled like a school filly. "We dare say the grass is most assuredly greener in your case, Tia." She broke down into raucous laughter. "Luna! Is this another of your pranks?" Celestia fixed Luna with a stern glance. She was all too familiar with her sister's brand of humor. Luna didn't budge. Instead, she continued chuckling. "May we have a taste, dear sister?" Grinning widely, Luna jumped onto Celestia's back. The latter tried desperately to fling the former off, but not before Luna snacked a mouthful of grass on Celestia's side. She munched for a second, then her eyes lit up. "By the stars, this is the most delectable and tasty grass we've yet had! Give us more, Tia!" With that, she began another assault. Celestia was ready. In a quick display of speed and prowess, Celestia sidestepped her sister and pinned her to the wall with medical restraints. "Now, Lulu, remember who can beat who in wrestle matches." Celestia sighed. From the way she was behaving, this was not Luna's doing. Celestia dropped the restraints, allowing Luna free movement. "Would you care to explain, dear sister, how this came about?" Luna looked up at Celestia, concern showing for a brief moment before sliding back to hilarity. "I haven't the slightest clue, Luna. I awoke and I was covered in this odd grassy coat." Celestia scratched her side with a hoof. The grass made her itchy and uncomfortable, but her constant batting of Luna's hoof away from her side made it easier to ignore. "I can't think of how this came to be. No botched spells. Twilight didn't alter reality again as far as we know, and Discord is—" She stopped. One thing stood out to her. Discord. The one possible suspect. But how could it be? He was supposed to be helping Fluttershy with her winter wrap-up plans this week. He couldn't be in the castle. And yet, here she was, with a fresh grass coat and no perpetrator in sight. "Discord!" Celestia hollered throughout Equestria, a worldwide summons for the Troublemaker Supreme. She seethed inside. He hadn't pranked her or Luna in weeks. Not after the last one left him trapped in the paintings in the castle halls, permitted access to only rooms with a portrait. However, the walls were silent and the flow of harmony uninterrupted. A loud pop, followed by Discord's full weight being dropped onto Celestia's back, alerted the princess of his presence. He sat up and dug a hoof into Celestia's side. "Tally-ho, sunbutt!" Discord shouted, now waving around a rubber chicken like a sword. Celestia reared back and galloped off. tearing through the hallways and narrowly avoiding trampling the staff and visitors. She bucked and tried to teleport, but to no avail. Discord held on by a solitary blade of grass, as if taunting her, and chuckled loudly.
Oh, you do make life that much more interesting, Celestia. So predictable and yet so wild.
Discord spoke in Celestia's ear.
Enjoying the midnight snack, princess?
He grabbed some of the grass and munched on it.
Oh, this is good. Have some more, Luna.
He tore off some grass and handed it to Luna. She chomped on it and turned her gaze to the torn area. It seemed to regenerate back to full size in mere minutes after being cut. What manner of trickery is this? She thought, peering closer to Celestia's side. The delectable treat just grew forever and never stopped. She could make use of this. Discord, may we discuss a few things with you? Luna asked, holding open the door.
Why, certainly, Loony Luna,
he cackled back, following her out of the room. Celestia stared at the door where she could hear hushed voices and chuckles echoing through. She tried to eavesdrop, but Luna had soundproofed the door. She sat and wondered what manner of pranks were headed her way in the foreseeable future from them both. She also wondered how best to punish Discord. Maybe she'd expand the royal gardens with a new plant sculpture. All in due time. The door burst open and Celestia found herself under critical and maniacal gazes from both Discord and Luna as they returned.
Out-ta-ta-tina!
Discord belted out in a singing voice, carrying a watering can. We have plans for you, big sister. Luna laughed, holding what appeared to be salad tongs in her magic. Wide-eyed, Celestia tried to resist, but was quickly subdued. Restrained by magic, she found herself subject to a very thorough watering at the paws of Discord, and a constant clipping by Luna. Her bedchamber had essentially become a garden, grass clippings and water everywhere, while she was unable to stop the assault. Luna gathered up the clippings and passed them to Discord, who snapped his fingers to create salads out of the Celestia grass. They each took a bowl and ate the salad within. Both faces lit up and both bowls were emptied in a matter of seconds. Celestia squirmed as the grass regrew shortly after. This was not looking good.
Ta-ta-ta-tia! Get your tia salad and custom tia pet with each purchase of 5!
Discord called out to the crowd gathering in front of the palace. Ponies milled about, trying to see the stage where Luna and Discord had Celestia encased in a barrier. The grass was clipping off as it passed the barrier and falling into waiting salad bowls. On a table nearby sat a bunch of clay models of the princess, each with its own grass coat. Tia pets only need water, and you can feed your cat or snag a midnight snack, Luna bellowed over the crowd. Ponies pushed and shoved each other to try to reach the front. Bits flew overhead as Luna and Discord swam in pools of money, filling by the second. Luna and Discord high-hoofed each other and slid their sunglasses into place. Ta-ta-ta-tia! They both bellowed. Celestia sighed. It was going to be a long week. Author's note. So yeah, came up with this after seeing that adorable cover art and well, you see how that turned out. Thanks for reading. Edit. Fixed a few things pointed out to me. No major changes.
We here at Pony&Wolf Productions thank these amazing patrons of ours for their monthly support, without which all of this would not be possible. We sincerely appreciate it and every dollar helps, is needed, and will be used to keep us going to produce audiobooks for your continued enjoyment. It is, now more than ever, important that you support your favorite creators if possible, due to YouTube changing in a way that is not very friendly to content creators. Especially small content creators, like us. In recent months, the names you see on screen have enabled Midnight and Visual Pony to keep going and only having to sell off part of their belongings to not end up on the street. As an incentive for everyone, Visual Pony has broken a vow and has promised to read and record Fallout Equestria, Murky number 7, should the monthly support reach $1,500. To be clear, this is the absolute minimum amount needed to keep the apartment and all bills paid without starving, while a production of this size is ongoing. The estimated time for this production would be 3 to 4 years, but people already said that Project Horizons was impossible to do, right? And now look who did it, so with Pony&Wolf, you know we can finish the job. For further information on how to support us, please have a look at the description of this video, as there are also other ways, like our merch store. Sincerely and forever yours, your Pony&Wolf team.